Hi, this is Anna. Welcome to the fifth video in our series, The Enneagram and the Major Arcana. So if you are just joining with me for the first time, you might want to catch up on what we've already covered in this series. And you might also want to look at the introduction video to the Enneagram if you're not familiar with that system. All of those videos can be found at my website at www.thebrinth.com. So just to give a brief overview of what we're doing, we are looking at the gifts of the Enneagram and matching them to the corresponding cards of the major arcana. So we're looking at how we develop all the gifts of the Enneagram as part of our journey and our work as human beings. So today we're on the fifth gift of the Enneagram and the fifth step in the major arcana. And the fifth gift of the Enneagram is the gift of wisdom. So when people have the gift of wisdom, they are able not only to see connections and to see structures and get an understanding of how things work, but they are also able to offer those insights to other people. So others are enriched by their gift of wisdom. Now, when a person is living in the distortion of the gift, they live with the fear that they don't have wisdom. And that is actually how all the distortions work in the Enneagram. It's always you're afraid you don't have the gift that you actually have. So the fear of not having the gift results in neurotic behaviors. And for the person with the gift of wisdom, that neurotic behavior is isolation. If a person is afraid they don't have wisdom, they will pull away from other people because they don't want to share the insights they have with others. They're afraid that if they do, they will be empty. They will not have any new wisdom and they'll be empty of wisdom. Now, all the distortions are always coming from a false place because whenever you are given a gift, the more you use it, the more it renews itself. And that's true with wisdom as well. That when you offer your wisdom to others, you are filled up with new wisdom, and it's actually fresher wisdom, and it's evolving wisdom, so it actually gets richer and more powerful. But when we're in fear and we're living in distortion, it's hard for us to trust that. So we come to the distortion of the gift of wisdom, and we bring as a solution to that gift the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is an old word for the Pope. But we don't want to take that too literally because when the tarot cards were developed, the church really represented society at large. So it was the public sphere or the communal experience of being human. So the Hierophant represents moving from the household into the public sphere. And he is the one that helps you make that transition. You can see the Hierophant here is sitting here on his little throne in front of the church. He's got two apostles and he's raising his hands, teaching them. And as he teaches them, he is preparing them to take their place in the public sphere. So this card not only is a transition card to help us move into community, but also is an archetype card for us to step into our role of sharing our gift of wisdom with others. So going back to how this is the next step, the transition. Last week, we looked at the energy of the emperor, which is the establisher of the household. The role of the emperor is to make a safe place for us to practice and play and to learn who we are really called to be and to do it in a place that's sort of safe. But when you are ready to leave that household and to go into the world, that is the work of the Hierophant, and it moves you into the public sphere because your gift is not yet doing anything until you move out of the protection of the household and move into community. So the Hierophant is the energy that helps you navigate that, figuring out, what your work looks like in the world, what venue you use, what models you might use, what people you are called to serve. That's how we get into a position to offer our wisdom in the world. So not only is the Hierophant helping us make that transition, it's also giving us a model for what it will look like when we are ready to offer our gifts. We will stand on the steps of the institution we serve or the community we serve, and we will bring others in. We will constantly flow out into the world because wisdom is always self-sustaining. It's always more stuff flowing in. So we never have to worry about running out of things to say, about running out of things to do, about running out of the gift, because the gift will constantly renew itself. So that's the good news of the Hierophant. The challenge of the Hierophant is that it is really difficult to move from the household to the public sphere, because what gets in our way is fear of visibility. And that's a very serious fear. In fact, I would say that probably stops many of us dead in our tracks. The fear of visibility is the fear of what happens when we are not protected by our household any longer and people see us. Because when we are seen, the possibility is we can be rejected, we can be scorned, we might even be targeted or hurt. And so we're trying to offer our gifts, but we're doing so in a way that doesn't put us in the public sphere, which of course means they can't see us. The people we're supposed to serve can't find us. So the good thing about the Hierophant is it's not an emotional energy. It's a very, very cerebral, calm energy. That's like a scientist energy. It's a scientific mind that says, you do A, you do B, you do C. So it helps us kind of step away from our hysterics and our fear of what will happen to us when we are seen, which is not based on facts. Just like the distortion, it's based on fear. And so it helps us negotiate our fear and move into action and discover as we move into action that, nothing bad really happens. So this is a really important step in our trajectory. We're actually, this is about the halfway point in the major arcana trajectory. This is the point where you move from your private space into the public space. And from now on, that's what we're negotiating, is how to be in community. So I really hope this is helpful to you in identifying where maybe you find yourself stuck in offering your gift to the world. I know this is a major transition for me. and then give you encouragement of how you move forward so that your gift does not stagnate and sit inside of you and goes unused, but actually flows from you in a way that's really powerful and beautiful and fruitful in the world. I will see you next week. Bye.